Greetings, my friend. This is Gilles Morcillon. I'm returning to speak about different things again today. To speak about also, I wanted to thank you so much for tuning in, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, for supporting the channel, as well as for your donations. It's very, very useful for me right now. I do private session. I tune in to your guides now. It's like, and it's getting easier to tune into the higher plane as we go. And then I use the tarot for reflection to clear up certain things. For it is very much about, I'm talking about a lot of things on this channel, sometimes very personal, sometimes very spiritual, sometimes cosmological. What I try to avoid as much as possible is to throw mud at the heavy ones, because the dark matrix feels like the heavy ones do not need any more mud, they need love and light. That's the only way we're gonna turn this page. As long as there is people that are ready to fight against for it's good to bring things into the light, but to do it in a way that is that is mature. For now, we moved into the fourth dimension. We're no longer in the third dimension where we have to build life brick by brick, and throwing bricks at people and fighting for our way. And like there's a new way of going about things now. It's like, although actions will still be necessary, it is more about bridging the lower mind and the higher mind. For the lower mind, it's really about handling all of the things of the physical realm. We have the Pathfinder guides as well. We thank my beloved friend Madeira, who's my Pathfinder guide, and we have the higher mind. And for the higher mind, I thank my master guide Cornelius from Chiron. So the higher mind is really the manifester. With the lower mind is really how to handle, and understand the things that are going on around us. But it is letting go. For it is a collective work, the higher mind. When I'm talking about the higher self, it is the soul, it is the monad, it is the collective of guides, it is and our God self that englobes the whole thing. So we have many higher self that is all part of the great one, that is our God self. And so it's about allowing the higher mind to bring the manifestation into our life, to remove for the higher mind is seeing all the potentials and the certainties about our future. It already knows all that. So it's like sometimes I feel like yeah, it's like, thank you for all this information. I'm ready to experience it. I'm going to pull a card and discuss a couple of more ideas. The card of the day is an exchange of gift. It's about taking things at face value. Huh? What is it worth to you? What is it you give? What is it you receive? How does the exchange work? And to understand the law of energies, how it is handled, how it is managed. For we are, it's like to take an analogy. In the Secret Service, there is the logistic team and the ground, the ground, the people that are the agents that are active agents on the ground. So it's like some of them are working the computer and preparing things, and the other ones are doing the work on the physical ground. So it's a little bit like that as light workers. There are some that are still the light workers, part of our groups and family, that worked on the ships and in the higher planes, working on the logistics and preparing the life. And us, we chose to come into a physical body. We are like the terrain, the agents on the ground, the boots on the ground. And so, but understand, life will always adjust in time. Everything will always get adjusted in time. What's for me the most challenging aspect of what is going on is to adjust with the challenge that I experience inside and outside, with the plans that I'm being proposed from my higher self, that is about joy, freedom, and happiness from my soul and higher self. But for now, I feel like I've been living in exile from my own life. I've been in exile before in a past lives, and so also I came up with the idea I'm the group of one, this one life. I've been in exile many times, but now I'm about to return into the world. I do feel that's going to be quite wonderful. And so it's like yes, we go through what we need to go through, and there is no escape from ourselves. The highest, the observer of the day is wisdom. Continue to follow whatever you know to be wisdom. Allow the wisdom to traverse you. The highest wisdom is forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves and others. It is important. What we need to understand is the farm, to be autosufficient, to be independent. what we need to do is as a baby is to reborn. It's to have this rebirth, this new self, to forget about the past, and the outcome will be the transport, and to be on the track, to not allow ourselves to deviate from the track. There is another card that wanted to escape. Oh, it's the angels. So the angel will supervise the process, and just stress that and thank them for that, for their work. For personally, I've been living a very challenging thing with a relationship, not even a physical relationship. It's just somebody I met on the internet, and but it's been a nightmare, like a roller coaster. But I've been through another kind of relationship nightmare like that when 30 years ago when I was living in Miami. It was like complete hell, but it reveals it was a very powerful catalyst for experiences. It's like, I don't know why this like, but I feel like I don't blame those people. I always will love them no matter what, and they will always have a special place in my heart. And I don't blame them for that. It's just I wasn't never rich enough to make the relationship happen when the other people that was around those women were had everything. They had a lot of resources, and I didn't have that. And so because if I had equal means, I probably would have won. And you don't attract flies with vinegar. It's like the gold is being tried by fire, woman is being tried by gold, and man has been tried by woman. And that was, I think, Seneca. So it's nothing new. It's like, but it's very soon. I know I'm going to be able to catch up, to be happy and satisfied on all level. I know there's wonderful relationships coming. Also, sometimes I have those very powerful nightmares. They woke me up in the middle of the night and heavy energy. The last night was the opposite. At 4 o'clock in the morning, they woke me up in the middle of a beautiful dream, and I had all those beautiful energy that came about. I went back to sleep, but it was it's like, I feel like sometimes it's like we have to. But it's important to have total forgiveness and complete healing to know it is coming. And I realize maybe those karma, those karmic relationships, maybe because I knew I had a past life. I was a king, and I might have abused my power with women when I went this one lifetime. And I know I had a very powerful life as a woman not too long ago, and I broke a lot of hearts as well. So maybe it's like this: those women are here to make me pay for that. I don't know. But it's all part of the process. So it's like, and when we have karmic relationship, they're very dynamic, they're very powerful, they're very intense. But sometimes we say, well, non-karmic relationship is light, is joy, is peaceful. It's not as dynamic, it's not as passionate, but it's fine. I will definitely be happy with a peaceful, with a joyful, peaceful, creative, adventurous relationship without the drama. That would really be nice. We'll see what happens. Well, I just thought I'd share some personal things. I hope you don't mind. I know there was a very surprising relationship connection that came to me tonight, this morning. It was like very surprising, but very beautiful. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. The observer of the day is the silence. It is the star. It is the dreams that will come through. The past is the snake, and the snake is in the past. It's like the deception, the illusion. There's this biblical snake is always trying with false light to create illusions. What we are now is guilt. So we do want to move beyond guilt. So for me, it's like my only guilt was to not be rich enough to make those relationship works at this point, or to do certain things. But we'll see. What's coming in the future is the wheel of change, the wheel of fortune, the miracle, the blessings. What's going on inside is virtue. It is experiencing. It is being true to yourself and continue to cultivate this sense of peace and virtue. And what's going on the outside is the magician. Its existence is the power of magic. So as we addressed the snake, was about, he was teaching us to not listen to all of the shadows and to turn to the ocean within. And how as we address we let go of the guilt, we find our power as a creator. That's quite wonderful. And the area of virtue we need to address is about exhaustion. It's about letting go of the need to satisfy other people's need. If we spend too much time just taking care of everybody else and forgetting to take care of ourselves, we're going to be exhausted. So we do have to let go of the desire, the need to control. There's certain things we need to control and other things we need to let go. We need to break free from the little self to become a higher self, and let go also of the judgment, self-judgment, and this concept of morality that we are so much better than anybody else in many ways. Because what's going on is like we are allowed to compare between states, and that will bring eventually to harmony, because by comparison we eventually will be able to choose consciously what is really wanted. For the universe will often show us what we do not want before they can actually present what is really wanted. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a song. Yes, thank you very much for everything. The song that went through my mind, I'm not really sure. I think it's R.E.M. that wrote the song. I'm not sure. It's called The One I Love. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I lost. Fire, fire. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire, she's coming out on her own now. Fire, she's coming out on her own now. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire. This one goes out to the one I love, the one I left behind. For sometimes we have to move on. We have no choice. We are forced life, but life will always adjust and find its way. Things always work out. One way or the other. We have to. So the observer of the day is energy, is the world of energy. We're returning to the matician, the one card and the one power, the one mind, the one being, the you here and now. It's always returning to the world to work from the causal plane. Eventually, we're going to be the highest wisdom is the continuing of purification. What we need to understand is serenity, to let go of anything else. Serenity is beyond peace. It's something that a permanent state of beingness within with no need of being more than just being. What we need to do is rest, and the outcome will be abundance. So abundance is coming. Abundance can mean money, abundance can mean resources, abundance can mean opportunity, abundance can mean connection, the sense of the possibility. It can mean many things. It can be exchange, it can be gift. There is many things. We have to accept all gracefully, and to be instrumental, to continue to follow our heart in fulfilling our highest mission, our highest path, and to continue to cultivate the sense of forgiveness, to ask for forgiveness. For we all made many mistakes because of our lower mind and the sensibility of our lower heart and the judgment we might have on the world. So we need to forgive ourselves and forgive others. I think it is important. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.